What else you got, Cindy? It's already live, so it doesn't even.
Is this live now or is it recording?
Yo, just keep going, man. You bugging like right? Why you do this was your mess, not mine, man. I'm just still in flow. Come on, I'm in the rhythm. Well, yes, we on the live. Now here come you. It's look at this, guys. This is the early edition of the Sean Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on the Wake the F Up Monday, because we effed everything up. So we're gonna continue on to about 7 for another 10 minutes, another 12 minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here. And it's what it is. We love you guys. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. And I want to say one more thing while we're live. You guys, I need you guys to have, I don't know if you got a YouTube account. I need everyone to get a YouTube account as well. You get your YouTube account. Then when we go on Patreon Live, we have the group chat room there like we had before. Okay? That's on Fridays. I need everyone that's listening to this show right now, watching it, please. For sure you got your YouTube account. Get your YouTube account. And then when we're on Patreon, you can watch the show live. And also, you can have the chat box like we used to have on Facebook. Cindy, what's your next story before we explain all of this? I'm in rhythm right now. We ain't even going to stop the flow.
I understand, but now I'm out of rhythm.
You're going to be all right, baby girl. You're going to be all right, baby girl. You're going to be all right, baby girl. You got baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. What's your name, baby girl?
It is not baby. It is Barbie girl.
Oh, Barbie girl?
Never mind that. These are PJs.
Okay, thanks.
From last night.
Oh, my God.
TikTok moves closer to the U.S. ban as appeals court upholds the sale mandate. So right now, I know there was a lot of talk. People were like, oh, it's probably not going to happen. So now they are continuing to move forward because it was coming in January. The Federal Appeals Court has just dealt TikTok a major blow. The court reportedly upheld the law that requires TikTok to sever ties with its China-based parent company, which is ByteDance, of being banned in the States. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit rejected TikTok's petition to overturn the law, which TikTok argued violated the First Amendment rights. The court emphasized that the government's concern is about protecting U.S. citizens from foreign surveillance, specifically from China, and limiting the data TikTok can collect from American users. While TikTok is expected to appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court, the uncertainty remains as to whether the court will even hear the case. TikTok spokesperson Michael Hughes argued that the law was based on inaccurate and hypothetical information, adding that it could silence over 170 million Americans who currently use the platform. The law was signed by President Biden in April and is rooted in national security concerns. The concern is also shared by other countries such as the UK and Canada, who have likewise taken steps to limit the use of TikTok in their provinces as well. Of course, TikTok denies the accusations of spying or manipulating content for China, pointing out that the U.S. has provided no solid evidence of any wrongdoing. However, the U.S. government maintains that the risk posed by the app's Chinese ownership is too great to let it to continue going any further, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. We have regular Americans getting our information constantly every day. And but we'll see, because or I don't know. Trump and China don't have good dealings, I guess. So he'll probably uphold it as well. I was looking to see what Trump was going to do with this. I feel like he's a proponent of it, but he hasn't really said anything about TikTok. But we know he doesn't. He has a thing with China, so he's probably just going to let it rock. So we'll see. What do you think?
What do I think? This is what I think.
Taking a break from all that trapping sure would help a lot. When you like to get away, sometimes you want to go where everybody sells cocaine. And they're always glad you came.
The Federal Court of Appeals. Do you know what that means, guys? Boys and girls in the chat room. Good morning, Young and Nut. God bless you. I'm glad you got that YouTube, because that's moving forward. We'll be on YouTube and we could chat every day like we always do on the Patreon platform. And I appreciate you, Young and Nut, and God bless. Young and Nut is on YouTube and Facebook this morning. God bless you, bro. We live. Hold on. Before I get into the Federal Court of Appeal, here go my song. Today, everything you got.
The break from all the traffic.
It would help a lot. Welcome to the show.
Like to get away.
Don't you wanna go where everybody sells cocaine? Boom, 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 boom. And they're always glad you came. Ah! The Federal Court of Appeals. You know what that is, guys? That's the lower court from the Supreme Court. Woo! Which is also a lifetime position for these judges. And TikTok, you got the nerve enough to fight this in court when you are not even an American country? That sounds ridiculous to me. TikTok, you don't have your paperwork. TikTok, you are about to become a migrant.
Not they don't have their paperwork.
You don't have your social media visa. This is a real situation that this court that we thought that was going to be thrown out on the lower level court is upheld. And Joe Biden, your buddy, Joe, is the one who wrote this into law. But only because the Congress wanted it to happen. And Joe yielded under the pressure. Now, listen. Your boy Donald Trump talking about tariffs on different countries and everything should be made in America and we're taking our country back and making America great again. And we're not going to depend on foreign trade like that, which foreign countries are barking back, telling the United States, well, if you're going to put tariffs on us, we're going to put tariffs on you. Meaning each country is charging each other monies for the items that are brought into this country. And we pay the price for them. That's what the tariffs are. So wouldn't it be a technical situation that TikTok from another country doesn't have the right to go to the Supreme Court of the United States of America to fight to do business in America when you're not an American? Hold on. When you're not an American company, first of all, where's your win, right? That's not even a win. So there's other companies in the United States of America that are dealing with federal appeals on this level. But the problem is they're American countries and they can't get a fair day in court. And TikTok, which is a Chinese company, wants to go up into the Supreme Court and fight this? Doesn't make no sense to me. TikTok, we're about to pull the plug on you. Okay? Now, I don't know, maybe Cindy J might want to research this. And good morning, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Is Facebook an American company? I don't know. Harvey don't know. Harvey's asking questions. The dumbest question is the one you don't ask. Is X an American company? We do know that Instagram is owned by Facebook and WhatsApp? Are these American companies? So TikTok, I'm trying to figure out, why are you even trying to go to court with this when you should go to court in China? If you're a Chinese country. Well, and let me just say one more thing about this, and then I'll yield back. I'll yield my elderly ass back to my beloved daughter in my mind, Cindy J, since everybody's old as hell on this show, as she would think, including me, your fearless leader. We never, Cindy J used to talk about the fact that kids were committing suicide from social media and how kids were like, this whole thing was running their lives. But now, when adults and kids are monetizing off the platform, nobody gives a damn about these kids that are suicidal and information being transferred back and forth from United States to China. But I do give Cindy J, I will say this about Cindy J, all information is delivered all over the place on all social media platforms. I'll give it that. But TikTok, you're not from America. Why are you going to the Supreme Court, the Federal Court of Appeals upheld the ruling, sir, ma'am? Sir, ma'am. They saying that yes, this law will go into effect. And if you got a problem with us, you're gonna have to go to the highest court in the land. So all your dancers on TikTok and all you people selling your little microphones and all the little things you want to sell. So
yeah, including us.
Yeah, including us. Including us.
Yes, where we have over 2,500 followers.
Yes. Listen,
growing.
All you 2,500 followers that are growing, y'all got to come over to YouTube. You got to come over to YouTube, and you got to come over to Patreon, and you got to come over to Instagram and Facebook. I yield my time. A foreign country fighting for their rights for the Supreme Court. That don't even sound right to me. That sounds worse than the Jay-Z allegations of a 13-year-old. I yield my time.
I think it's right. That's what they're supposed to do. They're going, and they're also arguing for the 170 million people. That is half the country that uses the app. They're fighting for their right as well. So shout out to them. Continue doing that. Is what America is about. That company, they pay taxes into this country as well for operating here and doing business here. They were able to open up and operate here. So they're utilizing their right.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. That's a privilege. It's not a right. It's a privilege. It's like
whatever privilege. The United States appointed them that privilege to do it, and so
they also
are able to file. That's why you go to court, so that you can be heard. So they're utilizing their right as a company that operates here to go against what they're talking about, the allegations that are being brought forth against them.
Today takes everything you got and break all that trapping. Up a lot. Like to get away. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody sells cocaine. Boom, boom, boom. And it always glad you came. What's your next story, CJ?
My next story that I have.
Your TikTokers. Oh boy. There's gonna be some mass suicides out there in the next, and it's supposed to be January. I think it's supposed to be Martin Luther King Day. They're supposed to X out TikTok. It's gonna be a lot of roof jumpers.
That's not funny, Sean. That's not funny.
What else you got, City?
The Florida prosecutor is seeking to clear records of people charged with buying police-made crack in the 1980s. A Florida prosecutor says he will seek to vacate as many as 2,600 convictions of people who bought crack cocaine manufactured by the Broward County Sheriff's Office for sting operations between 1988 and 1990. The Florida Supreme Court ruled in 1993 that people couldn't be charged in cases where the sheriff's office made the crack cocaine and undercover deputies then sold it to buyers who were then arrested and charged. Broward County State Attorney Harold Pryor said that while his office was reviewing old records, prosecutors realized that many people may still have criminal charges or convictions on their records because of this sting operation. And he said it's never too late to do the right thing. It's just one example of how the crack cocaine epidemic of the 80s and early 90s led to harsh police practices and heavy criminal penalties. Some people may have been convicted of serious felonies because they bought drugs within 1,000 feet of a school. Conviction under that law required at the time that defendants be sentenced to at least 3 years in prison. They were arresting people not for selling, but for purchasing. At the time, they said they had detention deputies posing as dealers. They would sell it, and these poor people who were addicts were buying it, and they were selling it within 1,000 feet of schools, so the penalties would be greater. The state Supreme Court wrote in their decision that we find that law enforcement's conduct here was so outrageous as to violate Florida's due process clause. They said this review is going to take a considerable amount of time. Disgusting. More 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 evidence of how these law enforcement officials, these few bad apples, are these a few bad apples? No, it was a whole freaking system designed, not only keeping these people sick, but then arresting them and destroying family lines, whole families in the process. This is so freaking disgusting. But shout out to Harold Pryor and these freaking people in Florida who are doing the right thing decades later. Like, what the freak are we supposed to do with this?
One bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, girl. I don't care what they say. That was the old Michael Jackson song. I know Young and Up remember. Young and Up, you remember that song? One bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, girl. Uh, so you're saying back in the 80s when I used to smoke crack, cops and police officers were making this, and then also violating my rights by arresting me because I bought their crack. This is a lawsuit of the ultimate lawsuits. Now, this is a real lawsuit, not that lawsuit that Jay-Z is getting blackmailed. This is blackmail for Jay-Z. We already talked about that. This is a real lawsuit right here with folks that were wrongly committed for a crime. I think this is more collusion. This is more a setup. They set the drug folks up with their cocaine and arrested them. This is a criminal charge for the police. Of course, this is now 40 years later, but it still doesn't make it right. I think that people see, the problem with that is a lot of folks that smoke crack in 30, 40 years ago, they're not alive no more. Out of all the people that I smoked crack back in the day, I'm the only one that's still alive. They're all dead. So whoever is alive, they should file a lawsuit against this jurisdiction for wrongful imprisonment. That's not right what they did. It's a terrible situation. But City, the way City has read this story to us, it's almost sort of something that's after the fact. No one cares. Nothing's gonna be. What's the Jay-Z lawyer name again? I'm sorry.
Tony Busby.
Tony Busby. Why don't you get to work, sir, on some real lawyering? This is a lawsuit right here that impacts everyday Americans and families that's been torn apart by the crack epidemic in the 80s. But you want to blackmail Jay-Z, that's SEAN. You're a terrible person. And let's file a lawsuit so some of these people that are still alive can get some money from smoking crack in the 80s. Lynette Serrano, good morning. Dawn Smith, good morning. We're going to do a few more stories and we're going to get out of here and we're just going to post this on the board. I'll be honest with you, we were going to record the show and we're going to place it on our app and so y'all can enjoy it later. But the Queen Cindy J press live, so we're just going live. Come on, Cindy, ready to sing? Come on.
No, well, we'll give you a thing about the.
Everything
Then we can go.
All that traffic.
If you like to get away, Come on, that guy. You wanna go where everybody sells cocaine? Boom, boom, boom. And they're always glad you came. Go ahead, Cindy. What else you got?
Um. Okay.
Wait,
I
one
have
more.
this.
Wait, wait,
We
wait, wait,
can.
wait, wait,
We're
wait, 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 wait. Shout out to the R&B Classic over the weekend. I worked all weekend. Everybody was 45 to 75, 80 years old. We did the comedy show at 12:15 on Friday night. And we did the comedy show at 12:30 Saturday night, Sunday morning. 200 people in there. And these folks were 65 to 70 years old, and they were in the building. Shout out to my folks that are 50 to 75 years old that are out here, and they are still out there this weekend. And let me tell you something. You got a little bonus show, guys. Jeffrey Osborne. Cindy, you don't even know who Jeffrey Osborne is.
Can't say I do.
My folks in here, they know who Jeffrey Osborne is. This is a man that is 76 years old. 76 years old, and he sing the classics from back in the day, and he looks so good for 76 years old. And he was on stage, he was dancing, he was singing, he was talking to us, he was looking good. God bless him. The group Tavares, y'all remember the group Tavares guys back in the day? Remember that song? They said, heaven must be missing an angel. Missing one angel down, cause you're here with me right now. Remember those guys?
No,
Cindy, the lead
no.
singer.
I can't say I do.
Cindy, the lead singer, 73 years old. He looked like he's 40 years old. And his brother, his name is Butch, is 76 years old. And he was dancing. He was doing splits. You can look on my Facebook page. This was unbelievable. Shout out to the folks that are 45, 50 years old, or 75 years old. There are 2,000 people there right now. I'm going there later today. I got to perform there again tonight. They're up in the Poconos in Kalahari. 2,500 seniors having a good time. God bless you, and I'm honored to be a part of that. Y'all remember that song? Go ahead, Cindy.
I'm glad it makes you so happy to be with your people, Sean.
And guess what? Remember, you guys remember on Rolls Royce, they sing the song Car Wash? Car Wash, yeah. Everybody's into you. Car Wash. Cindy, the woman is, and she's the original singer from back in the 70s. She was the best singer of the night the other night. God bless you, folks. Let's stay healthy. Let's drink water, and we can have longevity. And these young folks like Cindy can kiss my ass. Because without Sean Harvey, Cindy J, and all the rest of them wouldn't even be here. I said that in the beginning of this show. If it wasn't for your beloved Linda Jacob, who you call elderly, your punk ass wouldn't even be here. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Sean Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, Cindy J. And don't forget, this Saturday night, we got the comedy show over at Jetport Plus in Allentown. The doors open up at 6, showtime 7. Y'all come on now, have a good time. You know your boy's hosting, Stephanie K is in the chat room. She's in the building. Y'all come on now, let's have fun. Go ahead, Cindy.
My final story here, and then we're gonna tell you guys about the Patreon and everything like that, and then we're gonna go.
Hold on. Wait. Stop. Lynette Serrano said one of the Tavares brothers was married to Lola Falana, saying she was a actress back in the day. She looked very beautiful. Mm-hmm. Lynette Serrano, his name is Butch. He was the one that was 76 years old, dancing, gyrating, singing. He looked so good. I'm gonna post a video again on the Sean Harvey page while he's dancing. You're gonna watch him dance. I'm gonna post it as soon as we're done. You guys are getting a bonus show. This shit is live right now. Go ahead, Sid.
Talk about Motivational Monday. A Missouri couple is facing charges for attempting this at-home surgery on their child. Police in Missouri took a couple into custody after they attempted to circumcise their child at home Bailey Gibson and Tyler Gibson now face child abuse charges for carrying out the procedure without authorization. Tyler Gibson allegedly attempted the complex surgery on November 27th, the day before Thanksgiving. He reportedly used a sharp, sterilized utility blade and set down pads for the process, despite having no medical training. He claimed he did some online research and prayed before conducting the procedure. Tyler didn't expect heavy bleeding to be a result. Investigators said the mother confessed she felt hesitant and unsure about going through with the surgery. Furthermore, they told authorities about the utility tool he used and mentioned where they could find it in his house. However, when police searched the home, they couldn't locate the blade. The complaint also reveals that on November 28th, someone at Columbia University Hospital contacted an emergency hotline to report the incident, describing the child as having undergone the procedure at home. The procedure went wrong, which caused them to go to the hospital. And they left the hospital against medical advice. They face charge of child abuse and practicing medicine without a license. Each charge carries a potential 7-year sentence. The couple doesn't have a lawyer right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. Look at these people.
Let me see.
Why would you? My thing is, and it's not saying how old the child is. Because why wouldn't you just have this done at the hospital?
These are Babylonians. There's got to be Babylonians. Niggas ain't doing this. Neighbors are not doing this. This got to be Babylonians. Yep, that's what I said. And then door number 2, Bob. Let's see.
Selling cocaine in this world today takes everything you got. To break more than trapping. Always have a lie. You like to get away. Sometimes you wanna go
where everybody sells cocaine. Boom, boom, boom. And they're always glad you can. Listen, first of all, how many of us have a practice of procedure unauthorized? How many of us done that? We've done that. We've all done that. We've all did some type of procedure on ourselves unauthorized. We probably try to pick a bump off our face, did something weird, right?
That's not a surgery.
That's the first thing.
That's not a surgery.
And how many times have we researched online and started praying?
Not me.
How many times have we done that? How many times? How many of y'all went on WebMD? City was the queen of WebMD. Okay, back in the day. That's
not
facts.
I'm
that's
still
facts.
the queen of WebMD.
That's facts, like the young folks will say, or no cap, like them young folks say. Cindy J was on Web. Every time she gets sick, she go on WebMD and she starts praying. So all this makes sense to me. They went a little overboard with it. This is a criminal charge, and you should go to jail, sir. Both of you. You're trashy Babylonians, you're trashy Nordics, and you're trashy Vikings. What you try to do to your child is criminal. You have no qualification. But this is the world that we live in today. They probably went on TikTok to find out how to uncircumcise a child. That's why TikTok will be banned on January the 19th. These folks need to be in jail because they're stupid. But how many times have we practiced a procedure on ourselves unauthorized? How many times have we self-diagnosed ourselves? All of us are self-diagnosed kings and queens. Okay? How many times have we used the unauthorized tool on our body? How many times? That's all I'm saying. These people are knuckleheads. This guy used a blade. Like, who does that? But do we judge this dude? How many of us have used the blade? How many times have I cut myself and cut my body doing something really weird? Shaving or whatever, for example. So doing procedures unauthorized, we've all done. If you think about it, we've done some. There are some of us in this chat room right now that will close a bathroom door and do something extremely weird to ourselves. I know I've had.
Well, yeah, I feel like doing it to yourself is one thing, and doing it to somebody else is another. So that's wherein lies the problem. Okay. But my thing is, why would you want to attempt this at home? Like, what type of people are you? Like, this is why you should have a psych eval in order to have kids. But
This is why I
anybody can
said.
have kids. It's
This is
crazy.
why I said. This is why I said. Y'all was running around years back, wanting a little $1,200 for your COVID money. What they should have did was give us the $1,200, but also they should have gave us all weekly therapy sessions. That's what this country needs. There's 350 Americans on this in this country. Half of us are adults, and we need therapy. And they should have gave away free therapy along with the $1,200. That's what they should have did. And I believe, and I'm not a socialist or libertarian like Cindy J, but I do believe in the fact that in the last couple of years of watching politics and what's going on in this government, that each American citizen should get between $500 and $1,000 a month for being an American. Okay? I think Americans should get paid for being Americans. I think Americans, we all should get in the household at least $2,500 per family, per household in this country. And one of my reasons why, and one of the justifications, I know it's going to sound crazy, but the United States government has given, is it Croatia that they're fighting out there? What's this country they fighting? The Russians are fighting Yugoslavia? Who's this country?
It's Ukraine, Sean.
Ukraine. They done gave Ukraine $17 billion. I'm just throwing that number out there. They've given the Israeli government billions of dollars. Shout out to Sister Soldier. God bless you. We're live today. We wasn't supposed to, but we live. We can't stay too long. And if you take these billions and trillions of dollars that they're giving to for foreign aid, this I do agree with Cindy J. I agree with this. We shouldn't be giving all these countries all these foreign aids, number one. And they should break off some of this money to give to each American in this country. And the fact is proven. Millions and millions of people got $1,200 each, twice, $2,400 twice, and more. So why the everyday American that makes this is what Harvey would do. If you're an American citizen and you make under $250,000 a year combined in your house, that's $125,000. So if you're an individual and you make less than $125,000 a year, the American government should give you at least $5,000, between $1,500 and $5,000 per household per year. And why is no one coming up with some type of legislation for that? Now, Cindy J can research. We can all research. It's public record how much money that the United States government has given in foreign aid. Good morning, Mr. Soldier. Good morning, my man Shahid Johnson. We are live. That's the question here, which prompted me to have this conversation from this story that Cindy J just talked about. I think it's appropriate for this country. And to the Democratic Party, I don't mean to get too weird with the politics because we got to leave soon. And we started the show almost an hour ago. And I tell you what happened. We was going to do a recorded show and drop it. I know some of your folks don't like when we do the recorded show. And now we're doing it live this morning. And you know we love doing the show live. But we do need you guys to download the YouTube app, because when we go on the paid portion on uh, uh,
I'll explain it. Okay.
uh,
Sean likes to get lost in his own thoughts.
wait, let me finish.
There's a
Since I'm
lot
lost, wait,
going
let me
on.
finish. The United States government cut a check to every American, for at least $2,000, at least $1,000 a month. Every American should get $1,000 a month in their household from the United States government for being an American. I yield back. Shout out to my beloved nephew, Lee Scott, in the building. Can't sing. God bless.
No,
We got to get out. What time is it?
Yeah, that's all I have for today. We were
Oh, we got-
definitely gonna let you guys know. We appreciate everybody who has currently signed up to the Patreon. And today we were actually, it was a technical difficulty. I was recording the show, and we were Mondays and Thursdays show. I know a lot of people were confused. Monday and Thursday shows are recorded, and Friday shows will be live on Patreon. So again, everybody that has joined, we truly appreciate it. And we were recording this morning earlier, and I accidentally hit live because I usually don't do the recording. Sean does. So you guys were able to get a bonus episode today. And we're able to let you know, everybody that has joined on Fridays, when we do go live on Patreon, when you click on the video, it takes you to the YouTube, and that is where the new chat room would be. So when we do post Monday's video, we do post it on YouTube and Facebook as well. But to get any extra shows, the live shows, you would have to be a Patreon subscriber. And I know Shonda, she doesn't like the recorded shows, but it's good and it works better with everybody's schedules. And then you can watch it in your own time. So we appreciate you guys, and shout out to you, Danielle. It's Danielle's birthday, or did your birthday just pass, Danielle? We appreciate you.
It's Danielle's birthday today?
I don't know if it was today or if it was yesterday.
Listen, I got a song. Danielle, I got a song for you. This for your birthday. Danielle, I'm going to dedicate this song to you for your birthday. Hold on, Cindy. Hold on. Here you go. In this world today, everything you got, break all that traffic, so it would help a lot. Would you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go to everybody sells cocaine. Boom, 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 boom. And they're always glad you came. Let's wish a happy birthday today.
Shonda, it's your birthday today?
It's Shonda's birthday. It's Shonda's birthday as well.
Yeah, she said it's my birthday.
Hold on, let me say something to her.
Shonda, are you in Hawaii?
Okay. It's world today. Everything you got. And then break more than traffic. So it help a lot. When you like to get away. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody sells cocaine. Boom, 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 boom. And we're always glad you came. Danielle says she's 50 years old now?
Yes.
Let's clap. And Shonda, is Shonda's birthday as well?
Yes. Happy birthday, Shonda.
Okay. Happy birthday to ya. Hey. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Get some penis. Happy birthday to ya. Get some penis for ya. Happy birthday.
I mean, I do wish that for both of you, but.
Happy birthday, No penis. Hold on, wait, Shonda, you 61?
Okay, Sean,
Oh
that's
my
what
God.
I'm talking about. Not looking a day over 25, girl. Not looking a day over 25. That's
Yo,
what I'm talking about.
God bless both of you, man. Let's give them everybody in the chat room. Let's show Shonda and Danielle Williams some love. Danielle is blessed to turn 50 years old. God, you are such an inspiration to us on this show, young lady. God bless you. Welcome to the 50 Club. And Shonda, we can't even do this show without you. God bless. I know you want to do the shows live. We get into that later. Right now, let's just celebrate. Matter of fact, let's do some cocaine. Hold on.
No, let's not.
Selling cocaine in this world today is everything you got. You can break from all this traffic. No one help a lot. Would you like to get away?
This is where I
You
gotta pack it
wanna
up.
go where
Where I
everybody's
gotta pack it
on
up.
cocaine. Boom, 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 boom.
We appreciate you guys. See, so it was a happy accident. We all come together for your birthday. I don't know what else to say. I gotta go.
Yo, shout out to LaShawn. Guys, we do. Hey, whoa. It's Hottie, thank you so much yesterday for your show. Hottie did her successful comedy show for her suicide prevention. I apologize for being late, Hottie. It was a lot of traffic, but that's no excuse. Thank you so much, Hottie Toddy. Love you to death. Hottie had on a big Christmas. Hottie, send me a picture of your Christmas outfit because I didn't get a chance to take it so the group can see what you looked like yesterday. Thank you so much, Hottie. Thank you, Lincoln Sessoms and Maurice Watch for having me perform at their old school classic event over the weekend. There's 2,000 people there as we speak. Tonight's the last night. Your boy Harvey will be there. We truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We did this show by accident, so it wasn't an accident. It was a blessing that this happened. So we are glad to be here on the Wake the F Up Monday. Please don't forget Sean Harvey birthday bash, March the 8th, New York City, comedy in Harlem. We need everybody. I need all of y'all there. We're even gonna do a quick podcast before we start the comedy show, March the 8th. At Comedy in Harlem, New York City. Y'all come and see us live. That's going to be our first live appearance out of 4 appearances for next year. And we are super excited about that. Ted Dixon, God bless and God bless. Cindy, shout out to my nephew, Lee Scott, God bless. Cindy, you have the last word before we celebrate and do some cocaine with Danielle and Shauna.
Yeah. No, my last word is just happy birthday. Everybody go out there and celebrate life. I'm gonna go have a shot of Hennessy for you guys right now.
Have a great day, guys. We appreciate them.
Would you like to get away?
Thank you so much.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody sells cocaine. Boom, 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 and they're always glad you.
We out here. We see y'all.